staring into your soul. Anyway, hey there guys, it's ChaosMaelstrom time. Welcome back to more Donkey Kong 64. In the last episode, we got pretty much everything outside of this area in Angry Aztec done. And so, in this episode, we are going to, naturally, do more of this area inside Angry Aztec. Now, starting off this episode, I want to come over here and fly up to this thing. Now, we get a sound effect every time we fly through that sun, so I say we fly through it a few more times, and... Well, this isn't good. I can't believe I made that. That was some pretty nimble aerodynamics, Diddy. Okay, well, since we're on the ground again, I guess I'll do something different than what I was going to start off with and go over here to this place. You are going to hate this place in the near future. Anyway, first and foremost, I want to run into these gongs with Diddy. There are some gongs in the lobby of this level that we can also do this to, but we wouldn't be able to actually use them for anything yet. Alright, also notice how I jumped there at the end of that dash. When you hit the last gong, I would try to get out of your crashing animation or jump so you don't go into the crashing animation to begin with, and hustle it over to this area as fast as you can. Because if you do, this will save you a bit of time. So, here we go. Nope, not that time. Oh, damn it, I missed. Doe. And doe. I missed. Okay, and come on. Did I make it? Oh, yeah, there I am! Look at me go! Woo! So yeah, normally you would have to use the rocket barrel to get this banana, but since I did some ultra speedrunner strats right there, I just had to backflip up to it to get it. Alright. But yeah, that's not the reason why you're gonna hate this tower. No. The reason why you hate this tower has to do with that saxophone pad that just appeared. But we'll be getting to that later. Right now, we're going to come up here and grab some more nanners, because that's what Diddy loves to do. He loves to grab nanners. I feel like there's an innuendo for that in there somewhere, but it's not like it matters because I'm using it in the context of grabbing bananas. Okay, and you're dead. Alright, now we'll climb up this tree here because normally if you want to go back that way, if you don't want to get burned by the sand, you'll have to go all the way around the center of that place to get there because there's no walkway from here to there. But I found a bit of a shortcut in the form of failing. That wasn't my intention one bit. No. Because I know I can do this. Maybe if I do the Donkey Kong Country trick where I will cartwheel and then jump! Okay, come on. Get over to the barrel! Okay, much better. So yeah. Now, I want to continue trying to show that thing I did earlier and fly through this little sundial here in the middle. Because when we do, after 3 times... Hey, I'm sorry about killing your brother in the last episode, but he had a golden banana, so I was kind of obligated to do it. Yeah, no hard feelings, right? I mean, I let you out of the cage and... he's sort of at the bottom of a pool of water after being shrunk really tiny by grapes. Okay, he's happy, so that's good. If you fancy a test of your flying skill, come and see me by the Jetbarrel barrel. Okay, Mr. Vulture Man, you got it. So we're going to come over here to where the Jetbarrel barrel is. Come on, Vulture Man, hurry up. Damn it, you need some better flying skills at this rate. By the way, holding the Z button just lets you hover in place like that. So, keep that in mind. Oh, here you are, Diddy. I thought you got... I was here before you, you dumbass! Whatever. So he's gonna fly through the level, and we have to follow him by following through all of his rings. Superman 64 much? But unlike Superman 64, these rings are sprites. And oh god, what the? All right, wow! I couldn't even get through the first ring. Okay, well they're kind enough to give you infinite crystal croconuts in this part. I started saying it like that, so I thought I'd finish it like that. But yeah, I've never really had trouble at these flying stages. Hence why I missed the very first ring and I wasn't able to recover from it. So yeah, these aren't too bad. Believe it or not, now while the flying controls aren't the best, they're not the worst either. All you have to do is keep from maneuvering and turning too much, because otherwise that's when you will start to mess up. And okay, I'll pick you up later. Because it'd be more embarrassing if I failed again. Shit. No. Stop. No! Okay. I haven't failed yet. Come on. One more ring. Okay? I think this is actually the last ring. No? Really? This is longer than I remember. Okay. Well, if you feel like you're messing up again, press. If you feel like you're messing up again, that's not a word, Sean. If you feel like you're messing up a bit, just try holding the Z button for a moment to stop yourself completely, because that will actually put you in a bit of a hover mode for a second and will stop all movement. So you'll hover in place and stop moving. It's very helpful if you're finding yourself slipping all over the place in the air and not going in the direction you want to go. Oh, hi, Banana Metal. Okay, well, believe it or not, we're not quite done using the Jetbarrel in this area. There's one more thing that it's used for, and I'm going to go do that right now. If we hop into the Jetbarrel barrel. Come on. All right. And we are going to fly over here to this temple. This temple! You don't know it yet, but this is arguably the scariest thing in the game. We'll be getting to that in a bit, but still, I just like to add, it's probably arguably the scariest thing in the game. Well, and now we hit this switch with Diddy and... Well, if that's what he wants. Alright, well, so we heard him. He wants some food. How about we give him some nice, fresh, organic, straight from the barrel peanuts? And I don't mean actual barrels like, you know, storage barrels. I mean the barrels of Diddy's pop guns. You could alternatively just shoot it into his mouth from down here, but you could do it the more easy way, in my opinion, and just use the Jetbarrel. All we have to do is fly over in this direction, and we can get right in front of his face. Make sure you're level with his mouth, and feed him. Yeah! Who's the happy totem pole? Who's the happy... Don't like this. Who's the happy totem pole? You are... Hey, are you friends with that guy on Mumbo's Mountain? What do they call him again? Christian? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his name. Wow. Even in a game like this, I'm able to recycle old jokes from a few years ago. Even though that was... Come to think of it, that was... Nah, it was probably... Yeah, it was over a year ago. Well, that gives us a switch for every Kong's Fruits over there on that temple with 5 doors. I'll just go ahead and give it... familiarize you guys with the nickname I give it. I call it the Get Out Temple because, well, when we go in there, you'll see why I call it the Get Out Temple. But first things first, I want to, we're pretty much done with everything I want to use Diddy for. I think we'll save the Get Out Temple for one of the last things we do. I actually want to switch back to DK right now because... If you remember, we opened this little crevice for him last time. when we went to the Llama's temple. But if we go ahead and jump on these vines here, we will fall down here, and looky here, we get more bananas and banana coins, because we totally need those. But no, what we're really interested in is over here in this little crevice I failed to mention just a moment ago. Because there's a Strong Kong barrel here. I actually want to refill my crystal coconuts, and that's something else I should mention. The crystal coconuts. They were not originally made from this game. You want to know where the concept of crystal coconuts in Donkey Kong first appeared? The TV show. Yeah, the crystal coconut was this object that basically made whoever owned it the ruler of the island, which is why K-Rool's always trying to steal it, and that's the gimmick of the whole TV show. But yeah, I just found that interesting, how this was the first game to actually utilize the phrase crystal coconut. And it's the only game since.
Welcome to bonus
But enough about that. We have our first instance of a bonus stage here. We find these barrels and we play a minigame. If we beat the minigame, we get a golden banana. Now, for this minigame in particular, we have to sneak around the maze without getting caught. Simpler said than done, because these guys are jerks. And plus, it doesn't really help that I'm not sure where I'm going. Okay, well, not that way. So yeah, just avoid the security guards. Don't get too close to them, because sometimes they'll turn around without much warning. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Yeah. But believe it or not, believe me, some of these mini-games get ridiculously frustrating in the future. Especially ones that involve beavers. You guys don't know it yet why I'm shouting! But believe me, when we get to that minigame, you will know every ounce of pain that every person who has played that game has felt! Okay. Well, now that I've yelled about that, and you guys probably still have no idea what I'm talking about unless you've actually played that game, let's see. We're almost done with DK in this world. I believe all that's left for him is one banana, which is in the Get Out Temple, because every Kong has a golden banana in the Get Out Temple. Okay, and I actually want to. No, I don't want to be Lanky for this. I want to go to Tiny, because we're going to take her and we're going to go to that Olama's temple where Lanky was trapped in the last episode. So I'm going to have to walk around there the long way, aren't I? How about I just meet you guys there? Tiny, you never fail at being cute and awesome. I am so glad you exist. Okay. Well, now that I've said that, we're going to go ahead and enter the Llama's temple, because there is a switch for Tiny's feather bow here at the back. These headphones, as I... Slope detection. These headphones here, they refill your instrument's energy. Cranky? Candy told us that in the first episode when we saw her and got our DK's instrument. We were... Did I seriously take too long because I kept sliding off the goddamn temple? Okay, well, this time, Tiny, don't slide off the temple, please. Thank you. Come on, Tiny. For the love of God, get in there. Thank you! Oh, that was getting annoying. Okay, well, both Lanky and Tiny have a few more things to grab in here. So first things first, I want to take Tiny over to this pool here, and there is a balloon up there for her. Also, ignore that bonus barrel. We can't do anything with it yet. Ignore the Boshi barrel. Come on. Okay, there we go. I also like to thank the purple clap traps for not biting me while I was stuck in first person mode. That's why I hit them with an orange. That's how Tiny thanks people. She hits them with oranges. So I'd like to give that purple clap trap down there Tiny's thanks too. I'm glad you graciously accepted her thanks. Because everybody should accept anything Tiny gives to them. Because if you don't, you're a heartless person. Because Tiny only gives things out of the kindness in her heart. Because she is just that amazing and awesome, and everybody should love her. And if you don't, I fail to understand why, but I'm pretty sure you have a reason for not loving her. Alright, well, enough about me just rambling in circles. Let's shrink in size to suit Tiny's mood and go into this tiny hole. Alright, and now that we've gone in here, let's pick up these bananas. And Lanky's Kasplat is oddly enough in here. We can't do anything about him for now, so we'll just ignore him. Oh, you are a jerk. I hate that attack, by the way. Okay, fine. Fine. You want to fight? There you go. Now stay down, pincushion! What we want to do is hit this switch here, and some platforms will appear in the boiling magma. Do you mind? Oh boy. This is not going to end well, is it? It's all because I'm not too familiar with this controller's, well, controlling power. It feels a little uncomfortable in my hands. I feel like I should be partially... Part of me feels like I should be switching back to my controller that doesn't have the control stick quite as... What's the word I'm looking for? Well, I don't know. Here, Sean will throw it up on the screen. And, yeah. But, thing is, I feel like I should be switching to the other controller because that one will... it gives me more accuracy to my movements, okay? That's what I'm saying. But, enough about what I'm saying. Let's go over here and grab this banana because Tiny deserves some kind of thing in this episode. Okay, fine. Fine. We don't... Screw that. We don't need those stinking platforms. Yeah. Tiny, just take it through the magma. You can do it, Tiny. Go, Tiny! I believe in you! Come on! Yeah, Tiny, take it! Come on. Come on. One more. One more. One more. Yeah! Way to go, babe. You are so awesome. Okay. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'd kind of like to switch to another Kong before Tiny dies, because I don't want my first game over... Well, technically, it's not really a game over. Game over is when you quit the game, but I don't want my first instance of losing all my health to being with Tiny, because Tiny's too precious for that. Okay. Well, now we're going to go around the temple and grab some bananas as Lanky. There's actually surprisingly a lot Lanky can do in here. Which actually doesn't surprise me a whole lot because, to be fair, Lanky was trapped in here, and this might be the first place you switch to him and use him, but I held off on that, so yeah, whatever. Alright, so I'd also like to point out that down here in the room where Lanky was, you might have seen, right after we rescued Lanky, 2 blue balloons showed up. So, how about we go and pop those? Because, by God, somebody's got to up Lanky's banana count. Man, at the rate these grapes move, I might not be upping it today. Yeah, something else I should mention. Every Kong has a, every Kong's, shooting weapon, they're all unique. Yeah, they're all unique. That's the best way to say it, but... What I mean to say is that, every weapon has a different... Every type of bullet has a different power and speed that it uses. Lanky's is more on the slower side, but packs more of a punch. Diddy's is actually the fastest of the bullets. But, yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. But anyway, we have an instrument pad here. We're going to go ahead and use this real quick, because this will activate a sexy llama statue makeout session. Either they're snake statues. I think they're llama statues. But anyways, sexy statue makeout session! Woo! I don't know where I was going with that, but the point is, while these 2 statues are making out, we can interrupt their privacy and just stand up the backs of their necks into this Boshi barrel. I'm only calling it that because Nintendo Freeland does it, and now for some reason it's rubbing off on me. I want to try keeping them as bonus barrels. But yeah, this is Teetering Turtle Trouble. I skipped the instructions there because I felt like I could share the instructions better. What we gotta do is we gotta keep the snakes fed with these watermelons in order to keep the turtles spinning. If you see a help over their icon, that means that turtle's about to fall. So, but yeah, this minigame is very, very, very easy. I have never lost it. They give you, I mean, through the timers for the snakes in some later instances of this minigame, because we will be having other instances of this minigame later down the road where the snakes get hungrier faster. By the way, these snakes eat watermelons because snakes are totally vegetarians, right, guys? Anyway, the thing is, we got Banana now, and I'd say we are good for this episode. So, next time on Donkey Kong 64, we're gonna check out the back of the Llama's Temple and grab Lanky's Kasplat, which is in the room where Tiny went into, which we can actually go into now since we have the warp pad. So, I will meet you guys here in the next episode when we will explore more of this place. See you guys next time! Laters! Thank you for not being a jerk.